Welcome to Soleil City Podcast, y'all. It's your girl, Soleil, and I'm so excited. This is my first podcast. So what better way to start off this podcast with my first episode, Soleil in the City? Soleil in the City, you'll get to know more about your host, which is me. And we can just dive in right into a couple questions that I ask people to write me, basically, just so they could find out more about me. I mean, you can ask me whatever you want. What's my deepest, darkest secret? I'm kind of like an open book, so I don't know if I have any deep, dark secrets. But we definitely got some questions in store. I just want to introduce myself here to you guys. But actually, before I get to that, I do want to find out from my listeners, what kind of name y'all want to rock? I mean, we are going to become, besties. So y'all going to be tuning into my podcast, and I just want y'all to take a vote. I got two names I've been thinking of. I could call y'all my souls. Pretty much soul in Spanish means sun. And then I got celebrities. Y'all just shining, y'all. Y'all are celebrities. Just like celebrities, but celebrities. So those are the two names I came up with. And whatever you guys decide on, that's what we'll rock with. I'll also be mentioning at the end of this podcast on how to donate to this podcast to keep it going. I mean, your support is very much accepted and approved. And I just want to make sure that I'm delivering to you guys every week with a new episode. And the topics are always going to get hot, y'all. Hot topics, no politics is the motto. And when you got me in your city, you get in that Soleil, okay? So just to give y'all a little rundown about me, of course, I'm Soleil. I've been rocking this name for almost 11 years, but I mean, everybody that knows me or knows me personally, and I could tell y'all too, because y'all are my people right now. Y'all my listeners. So my name is Shamika, but I've been rocking Soleil for almost 11 years now. Actually, Soleil became my artist name, and I started to put out a lot of music. I started to do R&B at some point. I want to say I ended up doing rap like a couple years later. For some reason, I always just love rap. I used to do it in high school just for play. But I started to really connect with rap. Going through a lot of life stages, rap was just really my outlet to really just blow and give that energy that was needed in my music. But like I said, Soleil's been sticking to me for almost 11 years. A former friend of mine, we were just thinking up on a name, and we were just like, what can we name you like? And I forgot how Soleil came about. I guess we were looking into goddesses and things like that, and just different names. And, I was always called my smile, lights up a room like a sunshine. So we found Soleil, and yeah, it just stuck to me. I even gave my daughter that as a middle name. So it's really official, y'all. I did end up going to school. I ain't gonna go too far back, but when I was in high school, I did earn my cosmetology degree, and I earned my master cosmetology degree at a very young age, doing hair, makeup, facials, all that type of stuff. So I was always intrigued by that. I also have a business, Sip and Wink Beauty Bar, that I'm also trying to uphold right now. Looking to get a building for that. But I really want to get into having a beauty spa to where I could just cater to anybody that just wants some relaxation, a peace of mind. And I feel like with my beauty spa, it's just a way for people to enjoy themselves to a nice drink, nothing crazy, but just like a nice wine. You're getting off of work or you're kind of stressed out, you have your wine with your service. And that's just what it is. We still working on that though, but this podcast means everything to me. And As some of you know as well, I did attend the Los Angeles Film School while I was still currently where I am stationed, and I earned my bachelor's degree in business management. So pretty much I could manage artists, do artist development. My main thing is artist development, created in a studio, because I dealt with some fuck niggas, y'all. I dealt with some people who took from my pockets, and I know everybody in the industry probably has gone through that, but with little old me having like $3,000 in my pocket and using all that, and it's just gone after that. It's like, where do you get it from? I ain't in the streets or nothing like that, so it don't come easy. But my reason to do artist development is for people like me, who don't got the money like that, and, trying to find a bigger audience or a better audience that they can cater to. And building an artist development studio will give people that opportunity. So that's really much my vision, y'all. So you got to know where I got my name from, what it means, a little bit about my school history and my degrees. So we really just going to get into what's next. What's the hot topic? What you want to know about Soleil. And we're just going to check into that right after this break. See y'all soon. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Soleil in the City. So we're going to dig deep into these conversations, and this episode is pretty much going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Like I said, this is the first episode, and y'all just getting to know a little bit about me. I mean, I am a hot topic, but definitely stay tuned, because next week's topic, that's going to be hitting. I had a couple people put in a dating poll, and just wait on it. But y'all, let's get into these questions that I have about 10 of them that a couple people asked me. Some people asked me more than one question. So here we go. So a best friend of mine asked me, what made me want to start a podcast? This is from Ashley. So I just want to say what really made me want to start a podcast was the fact that I have, a lot of friends that sometimes deal with similar situations, whether it be relationships or job situations, things of that nature. They come and they seek advice from me, and we either agree to disagree or disagree to agree. And this is what this is all about too on my podcast. But I just feel like, why not just put it all in one station where the topics could get hot? We can find out what people's different mindsets are. I mean, a lot of y'all don't know, even when I was in college in borough of Manhattan, before I went to Los Angeles Film School, I was studying psychology. So I was always ready to pick brains and just scope out people's body language. So I'm not able to see y'all not able to see me, but one thing and 2, 3, 4 things for sure. My motherfucking ass gonna keep it real. But yeah, what made me want to start a podcast is because I feel like anybody could use the advice that I give, humbly, respectfully. Like, instead of just sending 20 text messages to 20 different people, I could just have a podcast where they could all listen to it in one segment, and they could just grab whatever they want from it. So that's really my mindset. And just to, pretty much stay in the entertainment realm. I'm still trying to develop my artist development studio, so why not? Hey, it's still something that I can hit on, right? Now, Alexis asked me, out of every talent you have, which one do you enjoy the most? Well, Alexis, that's kind of hard to say, because I'm a queen of all trades. I love to dibble and dabble. My talent exceeds what I sometimes say for myself. I tried new things. I wasn't really taught like that, how to cook. Like, my parents showed me a little thing here and there, but I grew up in a Jamaican home. So me seeing different recipes now, I cook a lot of different stuff. I could cook Spanish food, Mexican food, all types of stuff like that because I just try. I don't say I can't and I will not. I got to try before I say this is something I can't do. But then again, practice always makes better, I like to say. So really, if I'm in the kitchen, yeah, I'm definitely loving that I'm cooking or baking. If it's anything in the entertainment world, writing songs, I love dancing, doing this podcast, and anything to do with beauty, I would say doing makeup, sculpting brows, definitely. I love sculpting some brows. So if you break it down, it just pretty much kind of depends on the kind of hobby I'm doing. She also asked me, what do I like to do in my spare time? Y'all gonna think I'm a dork. But then again, some of y'all really might do this. I definitely love to clean my home. At this point for me, it's like, it's just a hobby as well. It ain't even a chore no more. I also like to chill with my daughter. You know, she's 2, so chilling with her, having my moments with her is like so fundamental for me because watching her grow and seeing the different things that she deals with or goes through just as being a toddler, it makes it so fun to watch, and it's just a blessing. Someone else asked me, what's my favorite quote and why? I can't remember the name of the movie, but I know it had Hilary Duff in it. And this quote is by Babe Ruth. So it's, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. I love, love, love this quote because I'm a person who, I always got plan A to Z. I never stop at A. And if I strike out 1, 2, or 3 times, I'm going to keep going every chance I get. If I'm called back up to that field, I'm going to hit harder. Or I'm going to hit softer just to kind of trick my opponent. You know what I'm saying? So I'd never like to give up. Sometimes that could be a bad thing depending on the situation. I know y'all know what I'm talking about now, relationships. But I never like to give up on myself. I don't like to give up on people. I give people way too many chances. And those chances really should be for myself. Because nowadays, a lot of people, they just don't deserve that shit. For real, for real. But that is my favorite quote, though. So another question is, who is my hero? First and foremost, God. I will say next, my daughter. Like, my daughter is my saving grace, y'all. I could talk about her all the time, and we're going to definitely have segments where we talk about our kids, just to check in, because every woman or every parent that needs that, like, we need to have that check-in. It's always about how's the child doing, or, well, you know, I want to know what your child is doing. I want to know if there's something that you think that's fundamental for me to use as a parent, or I may think for you as a parent that we never even thought of. I like to explore different things like that. Like I said, just watching how my daughter grows up differently. She's still healthy and blessed, but, you know, she has things going on, and I like to see that there are things that I never knew about that I'm also learning while being a mom. So the learning never stops for me. But my daughter is my saving grace. Between me and my listeners, my daughter, she was a week old. She aspirated, and the doctors couldn't even tell me what was going on. And I figured it out. You know, I did my research. I was just looking up every single thing, and I figured it out. But she aspirated. She turned blue in my arms, and I laid her down, even though I was panicking at first. Just mommy instincts told me, blow breath into her. You know, do CPR. And that's what I did. And she came back to her color. But I also suffered from postpartum after that. It was a traumatic experience for me. So after dealing with that, I I had to look to my daughter because I needed to be there for her. I needed to be strong for her. This little human that didn't ask to be here needed me. So she became my saving grace. Like I always say, while I was saving her life, she was saving mine. I can always say my parents and my brother have been my heroes as well. You know, parents are always going to get on your nerves, but when you get older, you start to be like, man, my mama did say that, or man, my dad did say that. I was always the rebellious one, I can say, because my brother just got to do whatever. But of course, you know, like being a female, you kind of understand when you get older why your parents try to protect you the way they do. But nowadays in this society, and I mean, it's always been like that, but now a lot of things are starting to be put to the front of every scene that we have to protect our boys too, our Black men. So my parents have always been the heroes for me. I mean, they raised me, and even though I was rebellious, I always carried myself in a certain manner that I always wanted to learn. I wanted to do what was right. I wanted to do, you know, even if I did make a mistake, what can I learn? How can I not do this mistake anymore? So that's pretty much what I thank them for, and just loving me. Even when sometimes I couldn't stand them or I hated myself, you know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn. My brother is my hero too. Like, I was always around my brother when I was a youngin'. Like, anywhere I went, oh, you his sister? Like, man, we look alike, y'all. Everybody that know me personally know me and my brother look just alike. It ain't no hiding it. It's like, one day I used a Snapchat filter, y'all, and it gave me the face of somebody, like a bald head and a beard. Man, I sent this to my brother and he was like, yo, this is so weird. Like, slap a wig on him, he gonna look like me. So I really like this question right here. So Alexis also asks, what do people misunderstand about you the most? Honestly, people swear I'm mean, like I'm just a bitch or something. But a lot of people miss out on the fact that I'm a very sweet person. I'm very kind. I always like to help. And right now, the main person that needs my help is my daughter. So I don't help as much as I should or could. I be trying though, because when I do have those times where I can help, I do put in, even if it's just a small amount. You know, somebody might ask for $20 and I only got $5. I still want to feel good that I gave them that $5. They might be mad, but I mean, it's all that I can do. You don't know what I got going on my end. So, but I'm the feeler, y'all. Like I said, I studied psych, so I gotta stay like at a distance and feel you out. People swear like I'm just on some violent shit, like I'm just ready to fight. No, that's just my demeanor. Like, if I don't know you and I gotta get to study you, because people ain't gonna always show their true colors at the very beginning. So I just gotta weed you out. But I'm a very, you know, chilled person. So, I mean, I got to make sure I stay 10 feet away and give it some time. I'm not saying everybody's true colors show right then and there, but I got to give you your time, like, you know, like a month or so. I remember a friend of mine, she was like, man, you did not like me when we first met. I was like, girl, you didn't like me. But it's just the way, you know, how I am. But once you get to know me, it's to love me, period. But we'll be right back. We got about 4 more questions, and see y'all soon. All right. Welcome back, y'all. So I just want to get straight to it. So the next question is, what's my zodiac sign? Now, I would roar for y'all, but nah, y'all, I'm a Leo. August 8th, write it down, because I'm going to be looking for something on my birthday from y'all. I'm a Leo, y'all. And everybody always got something to say about every zodiac sign. Me personally, I rock that I'm a Leo, but do I really pay attention to the zodiac stuff? No. It's cool to see that certain times, if you just decide to flip open something and you see like something happening within your day that's relating to that, then, shit, cool. But I'm not one of those people that's just like, constellations and stars and rockets and moons and all that shit. I mean, everybody got a like and a dislike, or everybody just has something that they're not posed, to have an interest in, and that ain't really my thing. I just rock that I'm a Leo because I love the fact that I'm a queen of the jungle. Raw. So yeah, y'all. And of course, shout out to my Leos. Shout out to all the zodiac signs though. We always like to do like little birthday shout outs. When it comes to like me saving birthdays and stuff like that. So I think that's something that I would definitely love to do. If it's your birthday coming up, or, you got an event that you want people to know about, no matter what state or city you in, let me know. And we could definitely shout that out on this podcast for you. People's birthdays are special. I mean, for me personally, I always like to tell people, my real New Year is August 8th, okay? Not no January 1st. That's for the world, you know what I'm saying? But for me personally, my New Year is my birthday. Because I come into a different age. I'm seeing a newer life. And it's time for me to upgrade myself, change something that I may have not changed before, just be a better me than I was the year before, implement business, learn more, things of that nature. So that's what I like to do. I can't remember who asked this question, but they did say, where do you see yourself and what do you see yourself doing 5 years from now? So where do I see myself? Right now, I can say I see myself growing. It don't matter what age you are, but I always like to take things with me. You know what I'm saying? I've been a mom for 2 years, and that in itself is still homework. It's still schoolwork. It's a challenge because every day something may not be right and you got to figure it out. Sometimes a child is not able to tell you what's hurting them or, what's going on with them. So you got to pretty much put your instinct into it. So for me, it's development. What do I see myself doing in 5 years though? I definitely, like I said, I want to see myself running this podcast still. Having my beauty spa running. That way it could just be something for my daughter. And I'm not saying I'm forcing that on her. If it's something she wants to do and she's just like, Mom, I want to do hair. Well, my beauty spa will now implement hair equipment, washers, dryers, things of that nature. So she can have this to carry on, with generations to come. And I do see myself, furthering my knowledge with business, being more invested into learning more about stocks and things like that. So there is wealth in my family, generational wealth. Like, I've always had the mindset that there's things I wanted to do for my parents, and I've never been able to do. And it doesn't stop here because my parents are still alive and healthy, and I'm praying that I can still get to a point where I do for them before, it's their time. And yeah, 5 years from now, that's what I say for myself. I don't know what the future will bring. I can only pray that I'm still alive to take care of my beautiful daughter and whatever kids may come. So that's what I would want, and I would hope and pray and continue to see the people that are still alive, still be alive and in my life. We know that life is written to where we don't know what will happen, but you can just pray on it and leave it up to God. So this next question pretty much kind of sums up what I said earlier, but how has being a mother changed my life? It has drastically changed my life. Like I said, some days it's frustrating because as a mom, you got to make sure your mental is there for your child. So, I mean, I feel for those single mamas who don't have the help, or, you know, they do have the mate there, but they want to go somewhere with their mate, but they don't have nobody to watch the kid, or, you know, things of that nature. But it's changed my life for the better. I don't play about my daughter, okay? Anybody strikes me as playing fuckery, I'ma just keep it real, doing stupid shit. Like, I don't mind people checking in on my daughter. They don't gotta check on me because I know what it is, you know. It starts to become about the kid. Of course, you know, you want people to check in on you, but I ain't concerned about that. I gotta check on me first to make sure I'm straight for her because I'm her caretaker. But it's changed my life, y'all. Like, and I never expected what's going on with my daughter to be what it is now. And like I said, we'll talk about that in another segment, where we will be talking about our kids and, you know, for those who don't have kids, how you feel about being an aunt or a godmama, like, you know, just to not disclose anybody. But I never expected my daughter to go through what she did, but she's healthy, she's alive, and that is the most thankful I will ever be. All the other little things that come with her is leave it to God and keep working with her, because she becomes stronger every single day. Like, I just look at her and I'm just like, girl, you be knowing. Like, sometimes I change my tone of voice to try to tell her don't do that, and she's just like, you know, she does this face. So I'm like, you smart. You may not be talking yet, but you smart. So I ain't even going, yeah, you know. But I thank God every day. I pray with her every night. And I'm just like, thank you, God, for this little girl, because there's people that can come into your life and change you, but I feel like the most change you will get is from a child. No ifs, ands, or buts. But this last question, and I kind of pretty much put this question in there because a lot of people want to know. So, am I an introvert or an extrovert? Man, I am an omnivert. If that is one. I'm going to just say that to keep it real with y'all. It depends on who I'm around. Like, if I'm around my friends, I'm extroverted as hell. If I'm around peeping the scene, like I said before, I'm going to be an introvert. I'm going to be kind of like closed off, you know, whatever. Most of my times is in my home, chilling in my home. I've been trying to be a little bit more extroverted because that's what I was. I used to be in the streets, y'all, not doing no whole shit or nothing, but I be wanting to chill. I be wanting to be out. I be wanting to engage with people. And now I'm trying to get back to that as a mom, to have my step out moments, but still being safe, you know, making sure that I'm able to come back home to my child. Sometimes I still jump back into that introvert stuff because there's places I've never been around in this city. And I'm just like, nah, I ain't going. I'm not going. But I'll say I'm pretty much in between. So it depends. If I'm with my friends or my peoples or my family, I'm definitely an extrovert. But if I really want that time to myself, yeah, I'm going to be by myself. But that's enough time, y'all. We just gonna keep this session short. Like I said, stay tuned for episode 2 about the dating world. I'm not gonna give y'all the title yet. Just stay tuned. And we got that poll as well. We also got questions coming in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Soleil City Podcast. Y'all are amazing. And like I said, if y'all want to keep this session going, y'all want to keep my podcast going, please make sure that you donate. It will help a lot to keep this thing alive and hot. So thank you again for tuning in to Soleil in the City, episode 1. And stay tuned, y'all. See you soon. And also vote on that name. It's either souls or celebrities. You know the deal. Hot topics, no politics. You'll always get that heat when you got Soleil in your city. See y'all soon.